So a question that many people have asked is, Steve, last week, Kat, you mentioned advice that she gave you. I guess you gave Steve advice to help with sleeping. And
Yeah.
could Kat explain more about the rest of God and what people can declare to help them sleep?
Yes. It does mention in the Bible, and people go, why don't you give references? Because I want you to look it up. I mean, you should look up. I mean, you can search for like the love of God or the rest of the Lord. It depends, of course, on the translations. I'm sure that if you look at the King James, you're probably going to find it in there for sure, because they don't change things. I mean, they didn't change a lot of stuff. And I know people didn't like, the way the wording was and stuff like that, like I guess an old English style type thing. But let me tell you, if it's a unicorn, they call it a unicorn, people, in the Bible, in the King James Version. And it's one of my favorite. I read many versions, but that's one of my favorites because they didn't change the power that was in those words. So it talks about the rest of the Lord. And I know people who've experienced that. I use Jesse Duplantis all the time because he talked about it. He had been ministering everywhere and he still does. Wow, Jesse's still out there doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse Duplantis is hilarious. He lived a very strange, unusual life growing up. Didn't know God or anything, and had an encounter. I mean, he had an encounter, and but he had a praying mama. And let me tell you what, she didn't let go of him. So all your praying moms, keep it up. So anyway, he was traveling. He was getting weary. And he checked into his hotel room, and he's supposed to be at the meeting place, and he never showed up. He came the next day and told people what happened. He had been plowing and out there working and ministering, and the Holy Spirit would impress him. You need to rest. You need to rest. And I guess heaven got tired of him not resting. And he was in his room, and an angel appeared in Jesse's room. And he came up and he either touched him or put his hand over him, and he said, "The rest of the Lord upon you." And he fell backwards on his bed and slept like 20 hours.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It really does work. It does work. And you declare it. You can even say, I declare it. I won't say it. I'm not saying this over me. Now I'm just explaining Holy Spirit. Okay. He's my best friend. He's quite a character. And, but if I was going to say that, if I travel, and I've got so much going on here, right here where I'm at, when your studio is in your home, it's one thing, but when your offices are in your home, you're really like at work all the time. And since I'm up all the time, it's never ending stuff that I have to do, plan, draw, schedule, revelation to write down. It's like it's never ending. And I'm okay with that, but sometimes I get really tired. Every now and then I'll just say that myself, though, the rest of the Lord upon me. Man, I'm out, and I'll sleep like 14 hours.
That's awesome.
It is not just a saying, it is actually a thing that you can ask for and declare over, and just get ready to be in a place where you're going to go to sleep.
Okay, so I know Paul was asking this behind the scenes earlier for, can you have her explain that? So that's going to help a lot of people. So just declare that over yourself before you sleep, right? Just declare it over
before
yourself.
you sleep, not while you're driving.
While you're in your bed, ready to go to sleep.
Not while you're on a plane. They may have to wake you up or carry you out.
Be wise with your declarations.
Yes, be wise.
Okay.
You have whatsoever you say. That's one of those things. You'll have whatsoever you say. So